What's going on, guys? I'm Renegade. Now, if you've been subscribed, you might have noticed in a previous video not that long ago, I made mention of a new car possibly coming to the channel. Well, sure enough, there is a new car coming to the channel. I think you guys might all, well, again, for those who are subscribed, you guys know my girlfriend, Stephanie. The incredibly shy, elusive Stephanie here. Stephanie has never owned a car before. Ages ago, she drove a Ford Escort.
Yep.
And then, as of recently, she's been driving her mother's 2015 Chevy Cruze, which we did a tune-up on. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Chevy Cruze. It's a pretty crappy car. Not her car, though. But she's never owned her own car. Well, she just bought one. She bought a car for $1 without ever having test driven it. And of course, because I'm the mechanic and she's not mechanically inclined, although she's learning, this means I'm responsible for the fixes and the repairs of a car that she bought without driving it. No test drives, no lookovers, for $1. I'm actually kidding you guys. You guys have actually seen this car before. It's been in my other videos, it just hasn't been hers. Stephanie here bought the car that actually used to belong to my mother. A 1991 Volvo 245. Not only did you buy a car for $1, but you bought an old car.
Yep.
But we know this car has got some issues. In fact, let me grab this camera and show you around. This car was a daily driver, and by daily driver I mean daily driver. My mother drove this car 7 days a week, and she wasn't just a little old lady driving to church. Might notice we've got the nice Aries rims here. Very nice, very sleek. The car was tinted by the previous owner, the back windows, the rear door windows. Front windows are not tinted. The paint's a little worn, it's got some flaws in it, not a big deal. Whole car needs to be cleaned. You can see the compound all over the headlights and such. That's from when I painted my car and when I buffed it. It's okay. A little polishing will be fine. Got some trims that aren't sitting right. That'll be taken care of. Got a little bit of a ding here. That'll get taken care of. And of course, your normal wear and tear on one of these cars. Overall, though, this car is in great condition. It does have the standard Volvo 240 red block. That's the 2.3 liter inline 4 motor. This car actually has the AW70 transmission, which is the manual 4-speed. It had an electronic overdrive, but the previous owner wisely replaced the overdrive solenoid with the bypass plate. Just removes the electronic from it and makes it so that you always have 4 gears, because the electronic overdrive basically enabled 4th gear, but the way it was wired and set up, if the solenoid failed, it stayed closed, which meant you only had three gears. Yeah, it was a horrible system. I don't know what Austin Warner was doing, but it doesn't matter because it's gone now. This car already has some performance parts on it, which I thought was a hoot because my mother hated performance parts and she yelled at me anytime I even basically thought about a performance part. But it has the fatter sway bars from IPD. It's got the IPD GT style strut braces, which go from the strut tower to the firewall. Other than that, this car is completely stock. Doesn't even have front fog lights, which is a modification that I did on my car, which we'll probably do on hers. We're not sure. We'll have to see. Of course, she's standing here behind the camera, like laughing at me like I'm an idiot.
Laughing at you.
Yeah. Obviously, this is not my car. So I'm not going to be necessarily in charge of any modifications or any projects that are done on this car. She gets the final say on what gets done. Her car, her setup. For any of you that are currently questioning, Renegade, why did you let your girlfriend buy an old Volvo? Well, for one, I don't let her do anything. She's an adult. She's her own person. If you're sitting there thinking that you can control somebody, take your head out of your ass.
It's so aggro.
But it's true.
He's so aggro.
The other part of it, obviously, is that this Volvo is extremely reliable. It's a great car to drive, it's fun to drive, and it is probably one of the most, if not the most, reliable cars ever to be produced. This particular one has got 300,000 miles on it. Does that look like a 300,000 mile car? I don't think so. So I did, when the option came up to sell the car, I did offer it to Stephanie, because after all, it is a great car and she needs a car. So yes, I helped get her there, although if she had told me, no, I don't want the car, I wouldn't have sold it to her. So there's only one thing left to actually do in terms of this whole buying process. That's for her to actually drive the car.
Excited.
Let's start her up. Now, while you're driving, check out your mirrors and take a look around. And how do you feel about the visibility?
It's like infinitely better.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's no joke. There really aren't like any blind spots.
Yeah. It's because basically you're driving a fishbowl. And can you see the end of the hood?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the car.
That's so nice. I appreciate the fact that, you know, there aren't like weird angles and slopes everywhere. And the A-pillar doesn't take up like, you know, half of my peripheral.
Yeah. Go ahead. This will be the first test. Hit it hard.
Oh, that's nice. So responsive.
Yeah, and it actually goes, unlike the Chevy.
Oh, I hope this isn't going to be a problem.
Somebody often feels the need for speed.
You might have a little bit of a lead foot, and even more so with the Chevy, because, you know, it takes like a month to go from like 0 to 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see.
You actually feel some oomph out of this motor, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Chevy Cruze has got a, what is it, a 1.8 liter turbocharged motor. Yeah, to call it a turbocharged motor is kind of really a joke, because it's only there for the purpose of fuel economy. It's a low boost thing, and now she's driving a naturally aspirated motor, which has more power to it than the, yep, go figure. But how does it feel?
It feels good. Like, I mean, I'm not the most experienced driver. I haven't driven much of any variety of vehicles.
You can pull up a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, it feels good. It feels like heavy but sturdy. You know, like the Chevy's really lightweight, but that's because it's not made out of metal like Volvo is.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I feel safe.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good.
Do you like it so far?
I do.
How does it feel in terms of comfort?
It's very comfortable. I know you said that like the back of the seat's a little more upright than normal right now.
Well, I mean, I can't adjust it, but you will be able to adjust everything.
No, it's actually really comfortable the way it is.
Cool.
For me, I mean, it's nice. It's very comfortable. Like I said, I have to kind of get used to, like this brake pedal sits a little higher than the Chevy. Can I go out here?
Sure.
But I also feel like I'm not, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but I'm not like instinctively second guessing myself constantly because I can actually see.
Yeah.
I can see my environment around the car and yeah, I feel a little more assertive. Like the car makes me feel better overall.
And how do you feel about the way it handles?
That's kind of what, like I said, like it feels a lot heavier than what I'm used to. Like the Chevy, I could probably use the steering wheel with like my pinky. It's just like, but yeah. No, it handles really well.
Alright.
It's very responsive.
Do me a favor and pull over right here. This is a big car, isn't it? Big, long.
It's long, yeah.
Okay. Turn the wheel all the way to the left, please. Okay. See where the road is? Alright, go ahead and make a U-turn now.
Oh, laughing. The steering wheel's a lot heavier than I'm used to, so I'm gonna like, when
Yeah.
you do a turn like that, I'm gonna be like, "Argh."
Yeah, it's a little.
But I'm just laughing
Because the Chevy would not have made that. The Cruise, it would have been a K-turn.
No. Yeah. This is really freaking nice. It really is. Like, I feel very spoiled right now.
And why do you feel spoiled?
I feel spoiled because, so I've been sharing the Chevy with my mom, and I only really started driving again like this summer. So I'd say for maybe about 5 to 6 months after like how old was I? Oh god, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 12 year break. And then within the 5 to 6 months that I started driving again, which is the most I've driven in my entire life, I get this like super freaking awesome car. And it makes me incredibly happy that, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons why it makes me happy to not have to, concern myself with sharing the Chevy with my mom anymore, but it's just so nice. It's so nice to have my own car and a good car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a big hug. I just feel like it's enveloping me and like hugging me.
Please, folks, remember, I have not told her to say any of this at all. And this legitimately is her very first time ever driving a Volvo 240.
This is real talk.
Yeah. I literally just told her to get in the car, drive, and talk. And say whatever she feels. But pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Where else can we go?
Wherever you
Do you
want.
want to take a road trip? You want to go to California? We'll stop home, pack our bags, I'll drive.
A statement and a question that she would have never asked while driving the Chevy Cruise.
God, no. Everything hurts after being in that car for like more than, I'll be generous and give it 20 minutes. Yeah, but it's ergonomically, design-wise, mechanically, or lack thereof, because so much of it is electronic. It just leaves a lot to be desired.
Now, obviously, you guys can probably hear the exhaust sounds a little loud. There is an exhaust leak. I'll take care of that. Need new motor mounts, you know, simple things. Just had to replace the radiator. So there are things that need to be fixed on this car, but I will take care of it all, and it'll be good. And I'll probably show you guys some of it. So if you want to see any of these projects, if there's anything maybe you want to see how I would go about fixing, leave it down in the comment section, and we'll see what we can do in terms of videos. Also, I'll take this opportunity to say, if you're not already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a video. And this video is going to start a new playlist on this car itself. So, your first time driving the car, your new car, what do you think?
I love it. I really do. It's so nice.
Would you rather have bought a new car? If money was no option, would you rather have bought a new car?
No. Because price tag doesn't equate quality. You know, just because something costs $70,000. Like, oh, if I got a Mercedes-Benz. First of all, what the fuck am I doing driving a Mercedes-Benz? Second of all, if it's more modern, it could be like the Chevy. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Gun shy about more modern cars now.
Overall, success? All happy with your car? Looking forward to repairs? Getting it all squared away to run perfectly?
I just fast forward to that part.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're another one busting their knuckles. Are you looking forward to any modifications?
Yeah. Oh my god, look at that popper.
Oh my god, the camera. Don't give me away any spoilers.
Oh.
I'm just saying, are you looking forward to something? Are you looking forward to some modifications?
To me, this car is already so good, and to think that it could be made even better, I'm gonna be greedy and say, yeah.
Sweet. So guys, that's gonna do it for us for today. Stay tuned, because we got some projects coming up on this car. But until next time, y'all keep rocking and rolling. Keep taking care of business. And Steph and I will, or maybe just me, I don't know what the sequence of videos will be, but we'll see you in the next one.